Hi, my name is Frankie. Thank you for listening to my mom. I never listen.
Welcome to the podcast, Danielle Vuletich from Robert Morris, right next to the Pittsburgh airport is what I think about with your university because I drive by it all the time. Danielle, thank you
Yes,
so much for being on the pod with us.
of course. Thank you so much for having me.
It's good to see you. Okay, break it down for us a little bit. How's it going?
It's going well. Obviously, I haven't been playing like the past 6 weeks because right before New Year's, I unfortunately tore my MCL. So yeah, so I was out for a good couple of weeks, but today I have my doctor's appointment and I should get cleared for contact today. So hopefully, I'll play against IUPUI in our upcoming game on Thursday.
Okay, so there's a whole series of questions here, right? About being a senior, getting hurt in your
Mhm.
senior year, and then staying mentally ready while you're doing your rehab. Tell us what
Yes.
that's been like. Give us the truth, Danielle, because people don't know how tough it is to rebound from an injury, especially to our knees.
Yes. So right when I went down, I thought the worst. I thought it was my ACL. I thought I was done for the season, and I won't lie, I was bawling my eyes out because obviously it hurt, but more so because I thought my senior year was going to be done. Luckily, after the X-rays and the MRIs and everything, and it came back that they said I have a third-degree tear, and that's the worst kind of tear that you can have for an MCL. So me, I'm a very optimistic person. So I always look on the bright side of everything and say, at least it's not my ACL. Hopefully, they said I could be back in 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm like, okay, like let's just focus on rehabbing and getting better. The facilities here are great. Like we have an underwater treadmill. So I started running on that once I could walk and bend my knee a little bit. Vic, our athletic trainer, is great. He had me on the sidelines doing rehab, trying to strengthen my hip and my quad because I had to keep my leg locked in a brace 24/7, 7 days a week. I had to sleep with it on as well. So I lost a lot of sleep. I was tired most days, but I just kept telling myself like there is a chance that I could play at the end of the season. So I have to keep pushing. So a couple weeks later, I got a PRP injection,
Mm-hmm.
and what happens is they took some of my blood, they spun it real fast, and then got my platelets isolated, and then they injected it right where I tore it, and I tore it on my tibial side, which isn't really the best place you would want to tear it, but it seemed like it was working. It should quicken the healing process and everything, and I think it really did work because there's a couple of times where I would take the brace off, I would be able to bend it a little bit, and then I would be able to walk on it with Vic's help and everything. So that was going great. The tear wasn't as bad as we thought it was, which gave me even more hope. And the doctor even said, he's like, you could come back in 6 weeks. And I was very thankful. So on the sidelines, I kept cheering my teammates on. My teammates kept checking on me. So the support of my teammates and my coaching staff really helped a lot. Like they always checked on me. They always asked how my knee was doing, how I was feeling. And being a senior, it is hard because
Sure.
it's my last year. You're expecting to go all out and then having the setback, not knowing if you're going to play the rest of your year or your career out. It was pretty tough, but my support system was amazing. And now I'm here and hoping to get cleared and to play our last couple of games of the season.
I mean, you're doing all this with an infusion of energy and
Mhm.
enthusiasm, Danielle. It's not easy to do what you've just outlined. The
Yeah.
rehab is challenging, the amount of time it takes to
Mhm.
rehab, all the other
Mhm.
things that you're doing to stay ready so that it's not just
Mhm.
about your knee. Tell us some of the other things that you're doing while you're rehabbing your knee to make sure that when the doctors clear you, hopefully today or tomorrow, that you're ready to go.
So we took it step by step. So the first part, when I bent my knee, I was running on the underwater treadmill, trying to get that movement back, trying to get used to running because um, the first day I could bend my knee and actually start jogging, my athletic trainer said, take a nice little baby jog down the hallway. I kid you not, I forgot how to jog. Like
Oh,
I didn't know how to step, but luckily I got it. And it felt weird. It was a little bit weird, but it's a part of the process as well. So I started walking on the underwater treadmill, and from that point on, it's just about getting back in shape at this
mhm.
point because I couldn't run, I couldn't do anything to stay in shape. So getting back in shape was my main goal. So at first, I could only do non-contact half-court things. So Vic, our athletic trainer, he had a band around me doing some resisted running, resisted defensive shuffles, just doing a lot of side-to-side movement because my MCL is located on the inside of my knee, and it usually stabilizes your knee from caving inwards. So moving laterally is what we were more worried about than moving vertically.
Mhm.
But he said my lateral movement looked better than my vertical movement, which wouldn't be expected. So I guess I was ahead in the game with that. But and then this past week, I was cleared to do full court drills. So at the beginning of practice, we would do like some half court warm up drills, and then we would get into some full court non contact drills. So I would participate in those full court drills while also running sprints in between drills for water and stuff like that. So to be able to get back in shape. And then when they were doing their contact half court drills, I would just go on the other end of the half court and keep up with my shooting, doing a lot of movements, making sure my shot is still ready to go. And now, since we're here, I'll start doing the full practice now.
That's so exciting, right? Because I'm sure during the games, do you have a clipboard or are you just on the bench? Can you even sit on the front row? Do you have to sit on the back row? Like there are things that
Yes.
people, you got to think about, right?
Yes. So, being a leader on the team, going down was hard because my mental state at first, I was very razzled and I didn't know if I would be able to play or not. But I always had to keep that energy for my team. I feel like I'm the energy bunny for the team, always supporting and always bringing that spark that we need in practice whenever practice isn't going the way it needs to. But luckily, I was able to sit in the front row on the bench, but I was off like towards the end of the bench where our managers would sit. But that wouldn't stop me from cheering on anything, paying attention to the game, and
Mhm.
even coaching some of my teammates up, saying, "Watch your foot on the line, keep the ball high, check your shoulder for the double team that's coming," and basically little things that would help them succeed more.
Well, you're talking like a coach over there now, Danielle. Now, a lot of people say, having sat on the bench and watching while you're rehabbing has made them a better player, a better thinker, more instinctive when you come on the court. Do you think that will happen for you?
I definitely think that'll happen for me. I've been really attentive in practice when the girls are doing scout against other teams, the different changes that we make based on scout and um, like chinning and checking, making sure like
Mhm.
to pass out of the double team, knowing where the shooters are. I I think I'll be able to come back. Obviously, it's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to with the contact, but overall, I think I'll be ready for that as well.
I know you're going to be ready because when you read about your background, you have a lot of athletes that have surrounded you and your family. You have a lot of cousins that have played in the NFL, college football, lacrosse in college. You got a big mix of a bunch of people that understand what it takes to fight through adversity. How have
Yes.
any of them helped you by being in your ear and just encouraging you?
So my cousin, he plays for the Jaguars. He's the long snapper for them. And like everyone that played sports was on my dad's side of the family. So, our cousins from Maryland, he played lacrosse at North Carolina. He was always checking in on me and asking my dad how I'm doing and basically keep your head up. My uncle, he's big in the sports. He always was checking on me, asking me how rehab is going, asking me what they're having me do. And then some of my cousins, because they're all from Texas, They just texted a couple times and just asked how I'm doing and how the rehab is going. And basically, when I come back, don't be nervous, just be yourself like you've always been.
I can't imagine in a first year position as head coach like Chandler McCabe, how valuable your insight, your communication, your attitude, even though you're a huge piece of what she would like to do around the interior, how that relationship has developed and evolved through your injury. Like, tell us a little bit about Coach McCabe and how she's handled all this and helped you get ready.
She's handled it great. At first, when we didn't know what was going on with my knee, she was a little bit disappointed, as any coach would be when you see a senior that's been here for 4 years, that is a big part of the team in different aspects, go down. But she's been doing great. Her and the whole coaching staff. We've fought through a lot of adversity at the beginning of the season. And we haven't peaked yet, which is good because it's still a little bit too early to peak. And we're getting to that place where it's starting to get tournament time. And we went on that 4-game win streak. And I feel like we're turning a lot of heads in the Horizon League with how good we could actually be under her leadership. And she's all for us. She's for the girls. She wants us to succeed on and off the court, along with the rest of the coaching staff. They're always in full support of us. We love their support. And just by that and knowing that they want the best from us really helps. And it really helped me too, because I know they've been all looking forward to me coming back. And
I'm sure.
It makes me feel good as well.
Well, they need you. You know, you're an important piece. And as you said, like, hadn't peaked yet. You know, you're winding it down though. I mean, you're getting close, and the Horizon League tournament is on the horizon. It's exciting, right? We always want to see seniors have their best time in college as a player, be their as they get closer to the end. Once you get to February, it's kind of like everybody starts thinking about, coming close to the end. What are you most looking forward to about the postseason and being healthy enough to be able to play?
I'm just super thankful that I will be able to play. We always have a saying, we just take it one day at a time, one game at a time, because we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. And we don't want to focus, even though we know the Horizon League is on the horizon, we want to focus on the remaining games we have left in our season. And I'm excited too, because I just wanted to play out the rest of my season. I don't care really how many minutes I get. I just want to be out there with my teammates again, making an impact either on the court or cheering them while I'm on the bench and helping them in practice. And I want to play in the tournament. I think we could do major things in the tournament as well. We've been doing really good this season, and I feel like a lot of people have underestimated us, but I feel like we're turning heads with some of the wins that we have got, and I think we'll make a pretty big impact in the tournament as well.
Danielle Vuletich, if everyone on your team has this attitude and has a game plan like you have for what's coming next, you're going to find success. I wish you well. We're glad that you're recovering and that you'll be back soon. We'll be looking forward to seeing you on the court, and we'll see you at the Horizon League tournament. Danielle, thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.